Hello everyone, good to see you. Alright, so let's get started for today's live stream. Today is the 10th of July 2020 on Friday. So happy Friday everyone, and I hope you're having a great day today also. Okay, so let me decrease the volume of the BGM so that you can hear my voice clearly. Okay, so it's it's already the end of the week, towards the end of the week today. So time flies really. We are towards the middle of the July already. So yeah, time flies. And as I look at the market, I don't see any trends today on daily or for currently. Maybe after the London session starts, which is happening right now, we might see the next trend in later part of the London session and also the New York session too. But during the Asian sessions, as usual, I don't see any trend right now. And the only one that I saw the trend is on gold weekly chart. So I will pick up the gold weekly chart today as an example to present my strategy, which is called the KTS, Case Trading Strategy. And I will show you how you can capture the trading edge by looking at different time frames on that gold. So if you can stick with it, that would be great. So the live today is going to be for about 1 hour. And so the first part, I will talk about the market based on my own strategy, KTS. And later part, I will talk about my own profile, because I thought it might be important for anyone who joins this YouTube live stream to know myself. How is Kay, who's Kay, and what he does, and how he studied Forex, and what kind of progress he made as he keeps trading. So I decided to talk about myself a little bit later part of the live, and I will create a playlist of Kay's profile so that you can always replay my talk about myself, and you get to know myself better and better. Alright, so let's get started right now. Let's see who's here first. Alright, good to see everyone. Thank you for joining. Alright, I see lots of people joining also. Good to see you everyone. Thank you for joining. So Aditya, Jagdish, good to see you, Charles, and Arukadi. Thank you for joining. Vincent, Louis, Roy, Oates, Seba, Mac, Brandon, Muchuno, Martin, Duke. Thank you for joining as well. Alright, Dinesh, and the Lord, Matues, and Aditya, once again, good to see you. All right, and Karan, thank you for joining. Anthony, good to see you again. All right, so let's talk about the market. I mean, let's do this, right? So I was just looking at the USD/JPY. This is a USD/JPY, and this is like a triangle range. And I was looking for the buy chance here, but now it broke downward, so I didn't take any buys. Well, it's not really the topic for today, so let me try to show you based on my own strategy called KTS. So just before starting anything here, just as a disclaimer, quickly, all these knowledge or content is based on my own experience. So when you take trades, please do at your own risks, okay? Because we're here to take our own responsibility, and I'm not here to take your responsibility in tradings. So every day I do the lives. So Fridays is the KTS trading strategy. So KTS is my own strategy, and actually I created the PDF that is available to anyone for free. So if you haven't downloaded yet, you can see the link below, and you can find a PDF for free like this. Hold on, let me put it up. Yeah, like this. So and so every Fridays and every Wednesday, I talk about my own strategy called KTS. And on Tuesdays, Thursdays, I mainly talk about Ichimoku, and I mainly analyze the market by Ichimoku Kinko Hyo by itself. So in KTS, K trading strategy is to capture the trend and to take trading to look for the trading edges in smaller time frames so that your risk to reward can be greater. So whenever I look at the market, I try to look for the trend and I try to write on it. Sometimes I take trades in the range by using Ichimoku Kinko-hyo also, but I recommend you to be able to capture the trend exactly from where the trend starts and where it ends, and how you take trades in smaller time frames is the very important point to become a successful trader in the long run. So that's something that I teach, and I exclusively teach that on this GTS class. And right now, the July session is already started. So the next one is going to be from October to December. So if you want to know more details about that, you can also click the link below. And also, you can write me an email so that I can send you the detailed information for the upcoming GTS in this coming October. And also, I run the Ichimoku community. So Ichimoku community is to master Ichimoku by itself. I wrote the book that is called Ichimoku Basic Master Book, and that's available as one of the perks to join this community. So I read these original books of Ichimoku. I have 4 original books in my bookshelf, and I usually sometimes I go to the National Library and look at other 2 volumes of Ichimoku, which is not available in public. So this Ichimoku Basic Master Book is to master 5 lines of Ichimoku, the basics of basics. And I am working to write the second book, which is also going to be available within the community. And that is the 3 theories: wave theory, price theory, and time theory. And also Kyushu leg theory too. I'm writing on that, and hopefully it's gonna come in September. So if you wish to master Ichimoku Kinko-hyo by itself, then you can always join this Ichimoku community, which is the monthly subscription. And if you see the join button, that's where you can join. So, and also the details are on the description below too. So if you happen to be interested in the deeper knowledge of Ichimoku, I think this is the great one for you to join. So, alright, so here is the KTS strategy. And because I see gold chart weekly chart on gold is only the uptrend, and I will talk about the gold today as the example of this KTS. So when I try to look at the market and when I try to capture the trend, I use Ichimoku Kinko-hyo Kumo, Senko span AB, and Kijun Sen angle. So very simple but very powerful. And so usually I divide the time frames into 3 categories. Like a big time frame, usually I look at the daily chart, 4-hour chart as a bigger time frame, and I break it down to middle time frames, which are 1 hour and 30. And when I take trades, I do that by taking 15-minute chart or 5-minute chart. But today, because the weekly chart is moving up, so this daily will be changing to the weekly chart, and then I will confirm the trend in the daily chart, and then hopefully try to get the entry chance by 1-hour chart. So depending on your trade style, you can switch these time frames. If you are a swing trader, then you can pick up the monthly chart or weekly chart as a bigger time frame, and 4-hour chart or 1-hour chart to be a middle time frame, and smaller time frame, even smaller time frame to take trades will be okay too. So that will be the category, 3 time frame categories. And to be more practical, here is how I capture the trend. By Kumo, I look at the angle, length, and thickness of the Kumo. And I look at the Senko span B angle, Senko span A angle, and also the Kijun Sen angle too. So let me show you how I do that by taking the gold chart. So here is a gold, and let's pick up the weekly chart. So on this weekly chart, this is uptrend based on my own strategy, because as you can see, the Kumo is moving up. After the Kumo twisted here, the Kumo has been moving up, stable, and this is long enough. and Kumo is thick, relatively thick here. And also the angle is steep, right? This is stable and steep uptrend. So the Kumo looks to be beautiful. This is a beautiful up Kumo. So Kumo is sometimes it gets very tricky because even if you see the up Kumo or down Kumo, sometimes it doesn't last long and it twists backwards soon. So if you look at the past chart on this gold, for example, like in this area, when the market is ranging, the Kumo can twist over time, and Kumo's angle is horizontal, as you can see. The Kumo has been horizontal, and this is when you don't see the trend in the market. But when you see the Kumo to be moving up like this, this is a beautiful uptrend, so you can always follow the uptrend over time. So I look at the weekly chart on gold, and this is beautiful uptrend, so I thought this is a great example to take one. So, and yeah, not only the Kumo by itself, if you look at it closely, so when Kumo is moving up, the lower part is called Senko span B, and upper part is called Senko span A. And Senko span B is moving up. If you look at the angle here, it's moving up, and also Senko span A is moving up too. So both are moving up right now beautifully, and Kijun Sen is also moving upwards too. So these three angles are moving up, and the Kumo has been moving up also for a long time. So this is a stable uptrend, so we can always look for the buy chance by looking at even smaller time frames. Is it clear so far, everyone? And that's basically on this KTS PDF here. You look at the Kumo, up or down, and you look at the angle of the Kumo, and the length of the Kumo, and the thickness of the Kumo. And if this is all yes, then you move down to Senko span B, whether this is moving up. And when Senko span B is moving up, then you can directly go to Kijun Sen. You don't really have to look at the Senko span A when Senko span B is moving up. But when Senko span B is horizontal flat, then you might want to take a look at the Senko span A, whether that also, that is going up or not, while Senko span B is flat. And so let's say when Senko span B flat and Senko span A up, then you can go down to Kijun Sen and see if this is also moving up too. And then you can break it down to smaller time frames to confirm the trend. So in this case, the Kumo is moving up. Once again, the Kumo is moving up, and because the Senko span B is moving up, you don't really have to look at the Senko span A in this particular case. The Kumo has been moving up, and Senko span B is moving up right now. So we can directly look at the Kijun Sen angle. And when Kijun Sen angle is upwards, then we can go down to lower time frame and see if the lower time frame is still also uptrend or not. All right. So let's see if I can find any comments here, because this is live. It's always nice to read some comments here. And when you happen to see this beforehand, when you happen to see this recording afterwards, you can always leave some comments below so that I can look at them, and if necessary, I will pick these questions up, and explain that on my future lives. Okay. I don't know why every time when I see the trend and when I enter, it goes the other way. Oh, okay, yeah. So maybe you have to go down to lower time frames to confirm it. Yeah. Forecast lines are gold. Oh, okay, you like the forecast lines. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I was talking about the forecast lines, which is the essential part of the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. So, yeah, they work too. They work pretty good. It happens to me all the time. I taught myself patience before I take a trade. Sure, the patience is important, and also the losses do happen, right? The losses do happen. So you can look at you can look back my past recording where I talk about the losses, and you can learn from my past live too. Yeah, you can come to the playlist and you can come to this where was it, there is a playlist for the money management and psychological management, and I talk about the losses, how you can regard the loss. So maybe you want to learn about how to take these losses. Okay, so coming back to the topic right now about the trend. Okay, good to see everyone. Good to see you. All right. Thanks for the valuable content. Sure, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, is cloud useful in Ichimoku? Yeah, cloud is a part of Ichimoku, so you have to use that. It's important. Once I identify the trend, what's next confirmation? So next, I will go down to daily chart and look for the same. Ichimoku is like Final Fantasy VII. The main character is the cloud. Sure, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, the cloud. Yep. And other characters might be other lines, maybe. Yeah. And where's Sephiroth, right? GBP, Euro GBP downtrend on 1 hour chart. Okay, okay, yeah. So you can break it down to 15 or 5 and get exactly trading edge. When Kijun Sen is flat, then you don't wanna go down to smaller time frames because this is not the uptrend when Kijun Sen is flat. So yeah, hold on. Let's see. Yes, I will go to lower time frame now. Tenkan-sen doesn't have to move up as well. Yeah, you don't have to look at the Tenkan-sen really. Yeah, if you are Ichimoku master, then you will want to take the Tenkan-sen and the Chikou span also. But just to capture trend, Ichimoku Kumo, cloud, and Kijun-sen will be just enough. Can you make a playlist for money management and psychology? Yes, I do. I have a playlist for money management and psychology. For some reason, it doesn't show here, which is quite strange. But yeah, here we go. There is a money management and also a psychological management too. Yeah, that is strange. Hold on, let me click this one again. Yeah, I'm sure there is a playlist for that because every time I record, do these lives, I click those psychological management and money management playlist so that you can always replay. So yeah, you must be able to find the playlist on this playlist tab here. Alright, can you show some entry? If there is a good entry point while doing the live, then yes, I will. And if not, I will show you exactly how I take these trades afterwards. After I take a trade, I do the live and I show you exactly how I took it. When do you use Tenkan-sen? Tenkan-sen, I use it right now also. If I look at the Ichimoku as a whole, then Tenkan-sen will be valuable because but right now, today's live is based on the KTS, so I won't touch on the Tenkan-sen or I won't touch on this Chikou span. Okay, so I think this is everybody's on the same page, right? This is uptrend in weekly chart, so ready to move on to the daily chart now. Just to make sure that everybody's on the same page here, step by step. So the daily chart, if you look at the Kumo, right now this is flat. The Senko span B is flat, and Senko span A is flat, and Kijun Sen is flat too. So just by looking at the Kumo direction and Kijun Sen direction, this is not the time you want to take trade. You don't want to look for the buy chance right now, because daily shows this is flat, so you don't want to take a buy here. But we can always go back, right? We can go back to the time when the Kijun Sen was moving up, which was at this place here. And when the Kijun Sen was moving up, let's see how the Kumo was moving at that time. So Kijun Sen was moving up here, and because Kumo shifted 26 forward, so we can simply count the number of the candles and move 26 afterwards, which is here. Okay, so Kumo was moving up also. Senko span B and A were moving up when Kijun Sen started to move upwards. So let me take this candle from here. Technically from this candle where the Kijun Sen was started to move up, and also this one too. This is the end of the uptrend. So this is a daily chart. So on these two days only, right, there was uptrend. And now it's consolidating. Right now it's consolidating in the range. So the price might go up, it might go down. We never know which way it's gonna go. So simply, I would wait until the Senko span B move up, and or Senko span A move up, and Kijun Sen to move up to look for the buy chance even in smaller time frames. So this is how I confirm the trend. So I do see a trend on weekly chart. But you don't want to jump into the market as soon as you see the market is trending, because in lower time frames it might be retracing or it might be consolidating. And when you take trades while consolidating or ranging, you get stopped out many times. So daily chart shows this is consolidation because Kijun Sen's flat and Kumo's flat. But before that, like 2 or 3 days ago, there was uptrend. So I will break it down in this area to 1 hour chart and see how we can find the trading edge when Kijun Sen was moving up and also Kumo was moving up too at that time. Okay. What is your expectation on gold? This is uptrend. So my expectation is the breakout of the recent high uppers. Yeah, I think the price will break uppers all the way, because weekly chart is still going up. But by looking at the daily chart, this is not the perfect timing to buy because it's consolidating now. We want more live video of Forex Tester 4, like the live of 21st April. Okay, yeah. I will run the Forex Tester 4 every Monday. I do. So you can join the Monday session, and yeah, you can watch it together. So on Mondays, I run the Forex Tester 4 because the market is very slow anyways. Usually on Mondays, there's no big news. And that's why I decided to run the Forex Tester 4 on Mondays. And if there's a time, I will look at the real-time market too. But yeah, I run the Forex Tester for every Monday, so you can always join here. Based on Ichimoku price or Ichimoku is important. What is the question? One more time. Can we use Ichimoku on lower time frames? Yeah. I look at the Ichimoku. I use Ichimoku all the way down to 1 hour chart. Yeah, sometimes I take Ichimoku in 5 or 15 to take trades too. Yeah, so basically I use Ichimoku in all time frames. Yeah. Time is the most important. Sure, time is most important. Can you show us the entry between the two lines? Sure, I will. I will go down to 1 hour chart and show you exactly how you can take trades, or how I would take trade. I can show it to you. On which day of the week would you be analyzing in TradingView? I would be great if you can have a look at Nifty 50. Oh, okay, Indian stock. I don't personally use a TradingView, although I am subscribing TradingView, which I have right now. And Right now I don't, but yeah, I have a subscription, so yeah, I can run the trading view. I can open the trading view and can do the live. Let's do it sometime next week. When I do the KTS session next week, let's run the trading view and we watch together. Yeah, because next week I won't be at home. I think I will be going out of Tokyo. So yeah, I will be doing a live from the hotel. So yeah, I will open up the trading view next week and explain that. When you're looking for the entry on a lower time frame, do you check on bigger time frame to see if the Kumo or Kijun Sen is trend or flat to enter? Yes, I do. Yeah, always. The bigger time frame trend is also always important. Yeah. In H4, gold is uptrend or not? In H4, hold on. Yeah, for our chart, this looks to be ranging. Kijun Sen is moving up, but Senko Span B flat and Senko Span A is flat too. So in 4, this is still horizontal. Yeah. So let's go down to 1 hour. Okay, and let me break it down to 1 hour, and I will show exactly how I would enter based on a 1 hour chart. So yeah, usually I look at 3 different time frames, and I don't look at 4 time frames, I don't look at the 5 time frames, I only look at 3 different time frames to enter. So when I take the weekly chart, then I confirm it in daily or 4, and then I take trades in 1 hour or 30. So hold on, what was I gonna do? I lost my mind. Yeah, so here is the 2 vertical lines, and the uptrend started on this July 7th, which is exactly here, July 7th, 1 o'clock. The trend started on this day, and it ended on the 8th of July. So 8th of July, the end was here. So technically, between these 2 vertical lines were the trend. Right, so when I look for the entry chance, I show the Kumo, I show the Ichimoku 5 lines, and I try to see which line the price has been bouncing. And in this case, looks like the price was not really bounced off of any lines, right? It's not really working. The Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen were not really reacted by this price action. So I don't look at these. Kumo is moving up, so this is okay. In terms of trend, this is okay, uptrend. Chikou span is above these candles, so this is the uptrend clearly. Okay, and I take the stochastics Bollinger Bands to look for the buy chance. So here is the Bollinger Band stochastics. So yeah, let me hold on. The vertical lines are gone now, so let me put ones here. So 7th 1 o'clock here, and the 8th 23 o'clock will be exactly here. Okay, so between this vertical line and this vertical line, I look for the buy chance. And how I look for the buy chance will be, I look at the price action and the Bollinger Band squeeze and stochastics gold cross. So this is 1 hour chart. This is 1 hour chart when the gold was moving up previously. Okay, so I look at the squeeze, and whenever the Bollinger Band squeeze will be a great buy chance. So there was a squeeze here, and another squeeze was happening here also. Okay, so these were 2 entry timings. So I will buy at the squeeze here, and I will buy at the squeeze also here too. And where I put the stop loss is actually also presented on the PDF, but I put the stop loss slightly below the recent low. In this case, the stop loss is going to be below the recent low, which is going to be here. Okay, below the recent low is here. And I expect the price to break the recent high upwards. So if I take a buy here at the squeeze, then I expect the price to break the recent high of 1 hour upwards. So I expect the breakout on this candlesticks exactly. So I keep holding this buy until I see the breakout. Okay. And same here. The second entry chance also at the squeeze, I expect the price to break even recent high uppers. So in this case, there is no recent high here. So I just expect the price to keep going up to this direction. And in this case, the stop loss will be slightly below the recent low, which is here also. Stop loss here, and stop loss will be here. So these are the entry chance by taking the Bollinger Band squeeze. Alright, let me come back to some comments here. Wow, there are so many comments, which is great, Alright, so where was I? Yeah, now I know I must check to chart identify trend and confirm it there is a buy signals. Yeah, so you have to go to lower time frames to capture the trading edges. Yeah. In forward, the Senko span A is up, Kijun Sen is up, so this is up. Technically, Senko span A is not really up. If you look at it, if you look at the Kumo over time on 4, it was flat. The Kumo was flat. I mean, the Senko span A was moving up and down, but it was not really moving up. Do you entry with the target? How to identify? Oh, I don't place the target. I mean, I don't place a target because I just keep trading the profit as long as it lasts. So in this case, I follow the weekly chart. I follow the weekly chart and take trade. So as long as the weekly chart goes upwards, I mean, as long as the weekly chart Kijun Sen move up and Senko span B are up, I keep holding that buy. So if I take one of these buys, then I will be keep holding it still. Maybe this one is also a break even already because the price went downwards, and before the price goes downwards, most likely I move the stop loss to break even. So this one is going to be break even. But if I buy here, then I still hold it because weekly chart is still uptrend. Alright, okay, so Nifty looks like Nifty is one of the like the biggest like a stock market in India. Yeah, next week I will take a look for sure. Have you looked trades in this week? Oh, have you took trades this week? No, I haven't. So in gold pairs, if you don't see any good setup, you don't trade and wait. That's true, yeah. What's the best indicator to use in combination with Ichimoku low time frame like 5? I take, so if you just get this PDF, then I take these tools and indicators. So I use Ichimoku Kinko Hyo Bollinger Bands, stochastics, and price action. I look at it, and lines of course, and Fibonacci retracement expansion as well. So yeah, so these are the entry chances for the Bollinger Band squeeze. And also, I take trades at the gold cross of stochastics too. So gold cross stochastics happened here, so this will be a great buy chance also. And also another gold cross was happening here, so this was another entry chance. So in this uptrend in 1 hour chart, I can find 2 other buy chance by taking the stochastics. So these will be another buying chance. And on this one, I can place a buy, but the stop loss might be too wide. So I either decrease a lot sizing to make it 2% of my whole capital, or I just wait for the next trading edge by using other tools because stop loss is too wide and I cannot go for relatively bigger lot sizing. I cannot. So instead I will take this one to buy, and I put the stop loss tighter, and I expect the price to break the recent high even uppers and uppers. Yeah, so these were the buy chance on the stochastics, and sometimes they match. In this case, the stochastics gold cross and Bollinger Band squeeze matches. So this is better entry chance than the first ones, because they match here. And also, if you look at it closely, if you look at the candle closely at that time, there was a doji candle also. Yeah, there was a doji candle right here. So if I look at the real time in 1 hour chart, and if I confirm this doji candle, then I wait for the breakout on the next candle. Like when you see the doji, you can create the horizontal lines above and below the doji candle like this, and after the breakout you just follow it. And in this case, because the weekly chart, daily chart are all moving up, I expect the price to break the doji candle upwards, and I take a buy at the breakout. The breakout, I take a buy here. Does that make sense, everyone? So that will be another buy chance by looking at the price action. Just one of the examples here. Okay, because they match, right? Stochastic gold cross, Bollinger Band squeeze, after squeeze and doji candle all matches here. So this is how I add more and more confirmations to buy. So I don't take Bollinger Band squeeze itself to buy or stochastic gold cross to buy. I won't do that. I keep looking for multiple confirmations to buy or sell. And I take the stop loss. Of course, stop loss distance is important to calculate the lot sizing correctly. Yeah, so okay. So where was I? Yeah, let's see. In Nifty daily time frame, Tenkan Sen flat, Senkospan B flat, Kijun Sen flat. Okay, so it looks like it's in the range in the daily. Alright. Alright, good to see you. Alright. That's Bollinger Band with stochastics, sure. How do we predict where the uptrend end? We cannot really predict the end of the trend, but for example, if you look at like a double top in smaller, even like in 1 hour, if you find the double top or some kind of head and shoulders might be appearing, and it might show the reversal. So yeah, you can look at these whenever you want to confirm the reverse here. Yeah, so this is like a double top here created in 1 hour, and so this might be downtrend. So right now the price is at the neckline. As you can see, the price is at the neckline right now, so it might be resisted in this line of 1805.55 area. It might be resisted here and it might go downwards. If it breaks upwards, then I expect the price to break even recent high upwards here and look for the buy chance above. But I won't look for the buy here because in the daily chart this is horizontal, and 4 hour chart this is horizontal too. Nifty is like the S&P 500 Nikkei. Sure. Okay, in Indian version. Yeah. Okay, I will take a look at it next week. Okay, why do you keep on buying when the stochastic is already at 90%? Because this is uptrend. When the market is uptrend, then even its overbought area, it can still go up. Yeah, ideally, I wait for the stochastics to be below 50% level and take a buy. But to be confirmed uptrend, the next beginning of the uptrend, I still take trade at the gold cross above 80% also, which is kind of difficult to capture because this is on the upper area. So I don't see the gap between this person K and person D, But yeah, still, if there's a gold cross, that can be one of the confirmations to buy. Yeah, I don't wait for the stochastics to go overbought, oversold. But I do look at the divergence. Yeah. Great, that's how you use Bollinger Band stochastics. Amazing. Sure. All together, right? All together. So let me add one more thing here, which is, what else I can add? Fibonacci, maybe. So yeah, so when I analyze the market and look for the entry chance, this is what I do. So uptrend in 1 hour chart, daily chart, weekly chart uptrend, this is 1 hour. And I look for the buy chance between these yellow vertical lines now. So I take the Fibonacci, for example, and I capture the lowest low here. The beginning of the uptrend started here, and let's say the price has been moving up here all the way and retracing backwards. Let's say I'm here. Okay. In this case, I expect the price to retrace backwards to either 23.6 or 38.2 or 50% level, okay, or 61.8% level. Usually in one of these lines, the price stops. Okay, and price retraces from there. And I look at the price action here. Okay, I look at the price action here. Yeah, so I look at the price action here and I see at hold on, sorry. Okay. Yeah, so here is a 23.6% and 38.2. And at the 38.2, the price stopped retracing and it went upwards from here. So whole time I'm looking for the buy chance, okay? I'm looking for the buy chance. I never look for the sell chance between these vertical lines. So I look at the price action, and when I look at the market, I see the doji here. I see the doji here, and I see the fractal. I mean, yeah, like a Bill Williams fractal, kind of looking like shape, right? The bearish doji candle, bullish candle. So I see the reversal, and I take a buy. I take a buy here. So in this case, I don't look at the stochastics, I don't look at the Bollinger Band squeeze, but I take the Fibonacci retracement and candlestick patterns to confirm the buy point. And I like this buy point because the stop loss can be very tight. And if it goes backwards afterwards, then I just get break even or I get some loss. After the price breaks the 38 point downwards, even before it hits the stop loss, I just exit. Okay, so that's one. So if you don't understand what I'm saying right now, please replay this video over and over, because I think I'm going fast. So this is the first retracement. Okay, how I take a buy? By using Fibonacci retracement and price action. So the next retracement was happening here. Okay, the next retracement was happening here when the price was consolidating. And in this case, I keep watching the market and expect the price will be going down all the way to a 23.6%. But it didn't really touch on this one. So, and in this case, because the retracement was actually in between this low, recent low and this recent high, I take this recent low as a lower level of this Fibonacci. So I draw the line like this. Okay, I draw the line like this, and I expect the price to be bounced off of either 23.6 or 38.2 or 50 or 61.8%. Otherwise, it will go down. So in this case, I happen to see that the price has been bounced off of 23.6%, but I don't take trades whenever the price reaches to 23.6% because it might go down, right? It might continue to go down here. So I look at the price action. Okay, I look at the price action, and in this case, practically speaking, it might be kind of difficult because it's in the range, and I see engulfing candles and I see doji candles here, pin bars and there was no direction. So most likely, even if I see a one support here, and even if I see the uptrend or the range, continuous range, I won't take a buy because it might go down in this case. So most likely I will just wait for the breakout of the recent high and I take a buy here. And in this case, after confirm the breakout, then I can confirm that the price has been bounced off of 23.6% and now this is N wave. Okay, this is uptrend N wave. So it's reasonable to take a buy here and place a stop loss slightly below the 23.6% here. Does that make sense, everyone? So, and this is, I think this is your call. I mean, if you want to place a buy here, I think it's okay because as soon as you confirm the bounce of 23.6%, and you can take a buy here because this is uptrend anyways. So you can expect the price breaks the recent high upwards anyways. So you can take a buy here, but most likely I wouldn't because I'm more conservative type of a trader. So I will wait for the breakout to confirm this N wave to be created and confirm this continuous uptrend. Yeah. Alright, so let me come back to some comments here now. Let's see. Yep. Alright, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Alright. Good to see you. Thumbs up. Alright. Good to see you. Good to see you. Alright. Okay, you should start a special session for some of the big stock like Reliance banks and okay, Nifty Bank. There are many Indian traders who need your guidance on these big stocks. Okay, okay. Yeah, next week I will look at these. Yeah, I mean I will look at the stock markets as well. Yeah, because next week I will be away from Tokyo. I will be south part of Japan, traveling, and yeah, I will do the live stream from the hotel. So yeah, I will use a trading view and look at other pairs in stock markets too. That might be interesting. How many trades do you take in a month? In the month of July, I only took 14 trades, and in the month of May, I only took 8 trades. Yeah, but that's because I was not really paying attention to the market. I was more focusing on the GTS and also the Ichimoku community. So I was kind of busy with these other things, so that's why. And also, I didn't confirm a trend on bigger time frames, and that's why I was not really active in the month of May and July, May and June, and April too. After Corona, it's been spiking up and down, and yeah, I don't really actively take trades. Okay, this means you can only take a minimum of 3 trades at a go. Sure. 3 trades, I mean Bollinger Band squeeze 1 trade, 2 trades, Bollinger Band squeeze, and if you take Fibonacci retracement, you can look for other one buy here, and also another buy chance right here at the breakout. So this is kind of the different way of looking at the market. I mean, so and this is the most difficult part to explain because I look at the market like this, and it's natural for me. But I think it might be easier for you to understand if I stick just with one trade strategy, right? One trade strategy. So that's why I created the PDF to present what kind of indicator and tools I use to capture the trend or capture the trading edges in smaller time frames like this. And so the next question is the combination, how to combine all these tools and indicators that I use to capture the trading edges is a question. And this is going to be the topic for the month of July, right, on my KTS. So all these are saved in the archive, so you can take a look at these. Sometimes I run the Forex Tester on Mondays and present you how I take trades, how I look for the trading edges on one of these indicators, or how I combine the indicators and capture trend and take trades. I present it also in my future Forex Tester sessions on Mondays. So you can always join there and learn from my live streams in the future. Okay. So yeah, that was a quick overview of how you take trades, first of all, how you capture the trend in bigger time frame, mid time frame, and confirm the by chance buying edges by using stochastics, Bollinger Bands, and price action. And I didn't take the lines even, but I will draw the lines also, trend lines, and Fibonacci retracement here. So I take Fibonacci expansion too to confirm the potential target. So for example, in this 1 hour chart, if I use the Fibonacci extension, not the expansion, right? Extension. I go backwards, and here you see the price broke the recent high upwards and exactly stopped between target 1 and 2. So this is how I capture the potential target in smaller time frame. So let's say if I buy here at the Fibonacci retracement, I take a buy, let's say, and by looking at the doji, I take a buy here, and I keep holding that buy until the price reaches to target 1, 2, because most likely the price will consolidate here. No market goes upwards and no market keeps going downwards, right? Sometimes it rests. Like it's like a climbing on the mountain. You cannot really climb the mountain the whole time, but sometimes you have to rest. So market rests sometimes, and when most likely the market rest is between target 1, target 2 area here. So I take the Fibonacci expansion and see potentially when the market will rest while it's moving up. So this is 1. So this is how I foresee the future consolidation in smaller time frames too. So yeah. Okay, so I guess that will be about it for today's KTS session. And in the later part, let me explain myself a little bit. Hold on, let me come back to some of your comments. Okay, I noted you don't look at the location of gold cross on stochastics. I always imagine that cross should be happening below 50% level for buy. Yeah, so gold cross happening below the 50% will be ideal. It's ideal. So yeah, when the market consolidates, then the stochastics might drop below 50% level. But you can still take trades above the 50% level too. When it's strong uptrend, then the stochastics might not go below 50. Or when it's strong downtrend, the stochastics did cross might not gonna be happening above the 50. But yeah, when you see, so let's say, how do you say, like when you see the stochastics to be gold crossing below 50 while uptrending, then this will be very good. This will be by itself, this will be very good to take a buy here by itself. But so yeah, let me put it this way. When you see the stochastics gold cross below 50 while it's uptrend, then this can be more reliable than gold crosses above 50. So in other words, when you see the gold crosses of stochastics above 50 while it's uptrend, then you might want to look for other confirmations to buy, because this might be fake and it might go downwards also. Yeah. Maybe he can create the private groups for each market. Sure. Yeah, I have to multiply myself. Yeah, I have to multiply myself and do the class for each market. Yeah. Did you take trades on gold lately? No, I don't. All right. Hi, good to see you. what level was the Fibonacci target 1 to? So it's already explained on the Fibonacci expansion session on the Forex Tester 4. But yeah, this target 1 is the hold on, where is it? The level. The target 1 is 138.2. 138.2 is the target 1, and target 2 is 161.8%. I noticed that you respond to each and every comment being asked by the members here. That is awesome. Cheers. Sure. Yeah. I try to answer to any questions as much as possible. If the question is related to today's topic, then I will answer to it. Okay? Because I cannot answer to any questions here because the time is limited and my personal time is also limited. So yeah, I cannot change it. I don't want to change the topic, and that's why I don't want to switch around the time frame, so I don't want to switch around the pairs. I want to stick with the gold as an example today, and I want to present my own strategy today. So each session, there's a topic to talk about, and that's why I try to respond as much as questions as possible when it's related to today's topic. Okay. Okay, so yeah, thank you for joining everyone. So later part, let me briefly talk about my own profile. And before that, hold on, the dog's scratching. So hold on, let me go there and just let me let me take him out. Hold on. Okay, thank you for waiting, everyone. I hope everybody's still here. Okay, yeah, so the dog was scratching the roof, I mean the floor, so I just took him to different place and he's chewing the bone now, so I'm sure he's happy now. Okay. Make a video of playing violin. Sure, I will. Yeah, that's one of my projects too in my second channel. I will. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me finally talk about my own profile briefly, because I want to create the playlist on this. So hold on. Let me hide the chat and let me squeeze my face a little bit so that you can see the whole letters here. All right, there we go. So here is a profile page. Okay, so when you come to my website and when you click on this about and click on this profile, this is how you get here. So in this profile page, I wrote everything about myself, from when I was born and how I went to the US and studied and survived. Basically, I ran out of the money one time in the US, so I came back to Japan and saved money for a year, and I went to the US again to restudy and to finish the school. So there was a story behind, right? There was a many stories behind. So I talk all about this. And after I came back to Japan from the US, I was a full-time trader. I was a full-time worker. I was a full-time worker as a human resource on one of the IT companies in Japan. And after that, while I was working full-time, I started the Forex part-time first. And then I became a full-time trader. So I started to take trades since 2013. Up until now, I am a full-time trader now. So you see whole history here. So I will take small, I will take the bits and parts of this profile so that you know better about myself. Okay, so about K, right? I will just cover this part today. So about K, why did you become a Forex trader? So when I first saw the Forex chart in 2013, it was just fascinating, right? It was just fascinating, all these candlestick patterns and candlestick moves and the market moves up and down and buy, sell. All these were just amazing to me, right? I mean, these were like very interesting to me. So it says it aroused my sense of intellectual curiosity or more than anything I have been seen in the past. So that's why. That's how I know about the Forex. And to talk about it more, my colleague at that time when I was working full-time was actually taking trades. And he introduced me the Forex world. So that's how I came into this Forex world now. And every detail of the chart and its tick movement, right, just so interesting for me. Because it's something that I've never seen in the past before. And also, I have a dream to visit and explore different countries every 1 or 2 years. And there is a possibility to achieve the goal by Forex trading. So basically, Forex trading or any trading, you just have to have a PC. Mobile PC will be okay. I mean, laptop will be okay. And mobile, if you have a mobile, you can still take trades too. I prefer to look at the chart on the laptop because I can analyze better. But when I take trades, sometimes I take trades on the mobile too because I already analyze the market by the laptop. So yeah, but basically, if I have a secure internet and the good spec of laptop, then I can just go around any place in the world and explore. 1 or 2 years, I go different places in the world, and I want to see more and more different people, different traders, and different countries I want to visit. So that's my dream. That has been my dream before, and now it's becoming more realistic after I started the Forex trading. So that's my motivation why I started the Forex trading also. So and the start point will be in Dubai. So the visa issue is still in progress. So hopefully, if I get the visa and if the coronavirus situation is over or settle down a little bit more, then I will go to Dubai, and from Dubai, I will visit different countries. So that's my initial goal of my life. And Forex trading will be definitely a great job for me to travel around the world. Yeah, I want to see everybody. I want to see everybody who's on the chat box here. And also, I want to see anyone who writes me an email and who are joining Ichimoku members and who are in GTS class. I want to meet everybody face to face, possibly. And I can do that by doing the Forex trading or stock trading or any trading. So that's my dream and goal. And what is trading to you? Okay, what is trading to you? And Forex trading is exciting and enjoyable. And it remains the same ever since I started because I not only make money but also be able to learn psychology of other people, to look back my own mindset, to keep growing myself, and also to know the basic important factors in life overall. So yeah, so this is another motivation for me and why I look at the chart every day. I look at the chart every day because I'm not really looking for the entry chance. I just look at the chart because I want I like to see the people's psychology. Whenever the price spikes up and spikes down, that means some lost cuts are happening, right? Or some buyers are buying, but at the same time, there are like a number of lost cuts accumulated, and that's why the breakout happens. So when I think about that, right, I take a buy, but on the other side, there are people who are losing. So this, which is quite interesting to me every time I look at the chart. So, and I learn myself. I take trades, and I take journal. Every time I take trades, I take journal, and I look back myself, my trades, and I learn a lot from myself, about myself. So I read the books recently I don't really read the books about the Forex related, because I know that I have a good understanding of the market and all these theories of market. So, but rather I prefer to read more books about the, for example, like a poker's player, professional players, poker or chess, or a Japanese chess player. I read through these books, or I like to read some athletes' books also, because I learn from their experience also, and I can apply their learning into my trading also, psychologically, mentally. So yeah, and it's always a quite joy for me to notice something new about myself, and that's why I keep watching the market, and that's why I keep trading, because always, right, every time I take trades, I learn something new. So that's why I take trades, and that is a trading to you, trading to me. Okay, so I think the definition is different among traders, but that's my definition here. So I truly realize that life is all about learning. Okay, so and this learning is never ends, and that's why I also like about trading Forex, because I run the Ichimoku community, and I read the book here, Ichimoku book, and when I read the book, for example, personally by myself and apply it to the daily chart, it's still, I learn a lot too. But if I start to explain things in front of people like this on YouTube, then I learn more about the market and learn more about the Ichimoku, and I learn more about myself also. So the learning process never ends. Whichever market or whichever professions you're at, the learning never ends. And yeah, definitely before and after the Forex trade, for myself, I learned a lot more than before about myself ever after I started to look at the chart and take trades. So yeah, trading is truly the process of my learning. And yeah, that is the trading to me. All right. Yeah, let's see. Let me come back to some of your comments. This is a very good forum. You teach so well and very clear. Sure. All right. Good to hear that. All right. We can learn so many things by visiting different countries. Sure. Yeah. Come to India. Sure, I will. I used to be in India, in Mumbai, for 2 weeks or 1 week. Yeah. When there was a Diwali festival, I went there and it was beautiful. So yeah, I want to visit India one more time, or more times. Yeah. I want to explore different countries, different cities, which will be very interesting. I never been to Europe, so I want to go Europe. I never been to Africa, so I want to go there. Yeah. There's so many places I want to visit, and I want to talk about the Forex, or I want to talk about the trading. So yeah, that's my goal here. Yeah, and that's why initially I went to the Los Angeles, because I was, there was an option, of course, to study in Japan, but maybe you know already, but in Japan, more than 99% are Japanese here, and we speak Japanese only. So the lectures are all in Japanese. Unless I take any English courses, all lectures in Japanese. Almost everybody in Japan are Japanese. So there's no diversity here in Japan. So I thought it's boring. I want to see more and experience more, and that's why I went to Los Angeles. So yeah, and it's still the same. I'm still having that curiosity to explore different countries. So that's me. Welcome to Tanzania. Sure. You are very welcome to come to Netherlands. Sure. I want to visit Netherlands too. For sure. I will. India is more beautiful and exciting than other country. Sure. Yeah. You take me around when I go there. That'd be great. I recently read the book by Vishwanthan Anand, World Chess Champion. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Awesome insights by him. Yeah, I will take a look at it too. I will write it down and take a look at it later. Yeah, but these books are very interesting and very applicable in Forex tradings too. Yeah, I mean the psychology, right? Psychology is very important. How to cut the loss until when you push, from when you withdraw is very important. The mindset. Yeah, when to go for it, when not to go for it is very important. Yeah. I am a great fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay. Great soccer player. In South India, okay. A lifetime is not enough to explore India. It's a very vast and beautiful country. Sure. I want to go to South part, North part, and yeah, East and West. Sure. Come to Europe, I can take you around. I'm a tour guide. Oh, really? That's good news, Brandon. All right. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, for sure I will visit. Yeah, and when you come to Japan, please let me know. Always. If I'm in Japan, I will take you around too. And we can have a cup of tea or coffee. Well, I don't really drink a coffee, so we can have a cup of tea. Yeah, in Japan. But yeah, that was a little talk about myself. So tomorrow, after the public live, there will be a membership live, Ichimoku membership live. So I don't think I will have enough time to talk about myself tomorrow. But on Sunday and Monday, well, except for Thursdays and Saturdays, when there is no Ichimoku membership live, then I will talk about myself a little bit so that you get to know myself more. So yeah, so there is a history of my net profit here, and also there is a philosophy of my trading. Here I put it, and also my educational career background. I put it here. All these timeline and the story. I put all these. So it was good exercise for me to look back my own history, so that and this is another way to learn myself too. Always look back yourself and learn something from it, and apply it now to grow in the future. So yeah, I used to live in a city called Sedona, Arizona. I was a tour guide there, so that was here also. Yeah, so there are so many stuff here. So if you have time, you can come here, my page, about, profile, click on this one, and you see all this information. So yeah, once again, thank you for joining today, everyone. And yeah, tomorrow will be a Saturday. So I will talk about something related to psychology or management strategy. So I wish I will see you tomorrow. Okay, so today is a Friday. So I hope you have a great Friday today, and take a good rest over the weekend and prepare for yourself on next week's trade. Okay, so everyone, thank you for joining, and stay gold. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.